King Cutter's Empire back at you. In this video, we're going to be talking about why you and your woman can't hang out with her exes. Why you and your woman can't hang out with her exes. We're doing a reaction to the Corey Holcomb 5150 show called Following Alley Cats. We're going to play this and we're going to chop it up.
Subject, because I'm tired of speaking on this to people and they say it's crazy. I want to, well, tired ain't the word. I find it interesting that people think this is crazy. Craig, Darlene, can you and your woman, Darlene is different for you, but I still pose this question to you. Can you and your man hang out with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife? Can you hang out with their ex?
No.
Can you guys hang and kick it?
If it's like
and laugh and joke and talk on the phone and go places together? Can you do that?
Let me say this. Even though it's going to sound double standard, women can do it, men can't. And we're going to break it down why. But let some more of this play.
I don't know about
Is that violation? Is that crazy?
I don't think that's violation to me, but I'm just saying, especially if y'all have children or something together, it's just getting along. But going too far, going too far on the phone, things like that.
Not children alone. I'm just talking about an ex.
I don't see
Now,
what.
things are different when it comes to children because you're going to have some type of cordial relationship with your baby mama or with your baby daddy, right? Especially during birthday parties. Whatever the case may be, outings, basketball game, football game, soccer, whatever, y'all going to have to be there. There ought to be some type of cordial relationship because kids involved and kids need to see that, okay? But we're not speaking from a kid standpoint. Even Corey let that be known. He's speaking from relationship standpoint. So let's go on.
I mean, why would you even, I don't know. I don't get it. I'm not saying it can't be done. I have done it before.
Darlene, can you and your man hang out with one of his exes and y'all have a good time and become actually genuine friends?
I wouldn't say that, genuine friends.
Darlene says she was able to do it. Like I said, I'm going to point out why, okay? Even though it may sound double standard, but when you look at history, even look at the Bible, and even look at nature itself, we're going to prove why it's different for a man and a woman, right? And see, Darlene said she was able to do it. Not saying she became friends with, and I believe she's speaking about Ice-T, not to say that she became friends with Ice-T ex or whatever the case may be, but they was able to be around one another and be cordial. But I'm going to point out why.
To me, going a little too far, but you can be cordial. I've done it many times.
You can be cordial.
Yes, if you're a secure person and all that, what's the problem? And you guys aren't, they're not together.
Of course, it's different with women. That's why I'm saying
right.
you.
Right. I guess. To each his own.
So you say you guess. I'm saying like,
when you said, because you're saying different from how you guys you think that men would take it. But I think it's just a matter of being secure. And that none of those people are together no more. Everybody's moved on. It's like, what's the big deal? But now going too far as being, I want to be friends and close and say, I don't know that's a little bit much to me. And that has nothing to do with being insecure or anything like that, because I'm very secure. But going too far, like you never know. Like stuff can get misconstrued.
So you and your man,
I could be around people,
and his ex can't go to Thanksgiving dinner together at a nice restaurant and actually hang out and enjoy the night.
I wouldn't see why, you know what I'm saying? But if, like, again, the only reason why that I've been in predicaments like that is because of family, because of kids. You know?
See, it's easy for a woman. I'm not saying it's easy. Hear me out. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's easy for a woman. I'm saying it's easier for a woman to do it compared to a man because she's in a feminine position. That make all the more difference, okay? But let's get some more of this.
Things like that. But I don't know about becoming actual friends. And I mean, it's like, I don't know.
Craig
I don't know.
facts.
It's a bit
I'm not
much.
Craig facts. Your woman ain't got no kids.
Craig said, I'm not interested in it. Oh, man, that's funny.
By one of her exes. Can y'all all be friends and hang out and kick it? I'm talking about hang out and kick it.
No, that's some fake ass shit.
Yeah, that's like
man.
when people break up with somebody and they're like, but that's my friend still. It's like, oh.
Somebody say somebody go get out of pocket and fuck everything up. I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's true. There you
Somebody, yes, going to get out of pocket and fuck it all up. Okay? Big time. Big time. And this is what happened when you are going to be or try to establish a relationship with your woman ex and be all cool with it. Women want it because women, unfortunately, in modern times, a lot of women sick. And what I mean by that, like D pointed out, they call all their exes their friends and their road dogs and their buddies, and they done been inside. What is we talking about? That's why when we come on here and tell you that a lot of these women is mentally ill, and even though they able to go about their everyday life, go to work and come home and act like they got it all together, act like they a bad B, right? Act like they a baddie. At the core of their being, they are mentally ill, okay? And I'm not going to go too deep into the scriptures because I got a different page for that. You go check out the Prophet unto Nations. But be as the main, we is an advocate for the scriptures. And according to the scriptures, women who move like this, who done been plowed and dug out by multiple men and still talk about they able to be friends and cool with them, they mentally ill. They mentally ill. That's mental illness on top of mental illness. Why? Because if you've been plowed out by multiple men, a whole lot of men, you already broken. You're broken. You're already mentally ill. Then you become even more mentally ill when you still trying to have friendships and be cool and call them your road dogs, all this. You're a sick person because this is not how a woman act. This is not the characteristic of a quality woman. This is not the characteristics of a virtuous woman. But let me let some more of this play.
go. That's you're asking for it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's some fake ass.
Somebody say an ex
Yeah.
don't get my attention no more.
Exactly. That's how I am
Breaking
on
up
that
ain't
too.
natural. Breaking up is not it
Everybody
ain't
move on.
It ain't natural. It's not supposed to happen. So
Bingo.
Right.
You heard what Craig said? Breaking up is not natural. And for a woman to be cool with her ex and want her man to continue to be cool with her ex, that's not natural. That's not natural. A real woman, when she's done with her ex, she's completely done with her ex. I know it's going to sound double standard, but that's the reality of the matter is. A real woman, when she's done with her ex, I know what I'm talking about because I dealt with a lot of women. When they are done with their ex, they have no type of connections with their ex. They are done. They are turned off. And for women to continue harbor and be cool and allow their exes to have access to them, again, I reiterate, they are mentally ill. They're mentally ill. See, a man, he may hold on. Like I said, it's gonna sound double standard. A man may hold on to a lot of his exes and still have, gateway or access to their exes, or allow their exes to have access to him because all he's thinking about is getting boxed, getting between her legs, nothing more. Because that's a thrill with men, male nature, just like we deal with female nature over here, hypergamy and guilt, emotionals, situation and feelings when it comes to women, right? Being emotional driven, moving off the whimsicality and capriciousness of her feelings and hypergamy and whatnot. But male nature is all about dominating, conquering. And the more access he have to women, he feel dominant in his mind. So it's not necessarily that he want to be cool with the ex or still have some type of relationship with the ex. No, he want to be able to feel like he should still hit it when he get ready. So that's the difference. But like Craig said, it's already bad. It's never meant for nobody to break up, okay? But now let's deal with the double standard. women who want their man to be cool with their ex, as I already pointed out, they are mentally ill and it can't be done, versus a man being able to have his girl and his ex get along. Why? Because man is in the dominant position. Masculinity is able to put femininity in their place. That's the difference, right? But when you as a woman want your man to hang out with your ex, that's always going to become a problem unless they are mentally ill, unless they are simps. All right? And go listen to the rest of this episode. Corey Holcomb talked about how he was able to do it, and it was fascinating, and, it was exceptional and whatnot. But that's simp behavior. That's simp behavior. Because even when you go, like I said, I'm an advocate for the scripture. Even when you go to the scriptures, even when you go to history, and even when you deal with nature in itself, this is not the characteristic. This is not the norm for male. Okay? Case in point, when you look at the lion pride, what you got? You got a male lion who has the head, and then you got what? Lioness, right? And when another male lion come around, you think he's coming around to be cool with the lion that's in charge? No, he's coming around to take over the lion pride. And this is what's in the breast of man. This is what in the nature of man. When a man is hanging out with his woman ex, there always going to be some back and forth going, seeing who got the dominant force, seeing who got the one up on the next person. All right? This is going to happen. It may not happen the first 2 or 3 times, but eventually it's going to happen because he want to see, the ex want to see, can he usurp authority over you as her new man? He want to see if he's still dominant over your lady. This is nature. This is human nature. This is even taught to us in the wild with lions, with wolves, and what have you. Right? Because men always want to know, am I the leader of this woman? Is she going to bow down or submit herself to what I'm saying? Or is she still going to be pandering or catering towards her ex? And if the ex is around and he don't see, he going to do something out of pocket to see can he still have some type of sway over your woman. Okay? So this is why men can't do it, because man is always going to be clashing for who got the dominant position over that woman, even though she's not with her ex no more. It's always going to be clashing. And this is why man can't do it. Females able to do it to a certain extent because that man going to step in and say, hey, this is my woman. You ain't going to disrespect her. You can't do this, right? And if the woman that you with is not, going along, you were like, hey, why you tripping? I'm with you. Stop acting like that, right? That's what you're going to tell her. So you're able to straighten out femininity from a masculine standpoint, because masculinity is the leadership when it comes to relationship or in relationship dynamics. But it's not that on the other hand, because your woman can come tell you all day, baby, I ain't with you. Don't be tripping. Don't listen to him. No. It's not going to work, because at the end of the day, that ego within you going to say, yeah, I know you with me, but he trying to shame me. He trying to disrespect me. So I got to let it be known. Why? Well, I don't see it like that. You don't see it like that because you don't understand male nature. You don't see it like that because you don't understand masculinity. You don't see it like that because you don't know how men operate when they're trying to get dominance. So you don't see it like that. But I know what he's doing because I've been there. I have done it myself. I know what he's doing. So this is why it can't happen. All right? And I know you may say it's double standard. If women able to do it, man. No. You got to go according to history. You got to go according to the Bible. And you got to go according to nature itself. And nature itself teaches you. Go look at the lion pride. Nature itself teaches you it can't be 2 dominant men around at the same time. They're going to be clashing with each other over dominance. And this is how it is when you and your woman trying to hang out with her ex. Okay? And her ex may not even have no feelings, no nothing, but he's going to try eventually, he's going to try the relationship sooner or later. All right? So, no, it can't be done, man. Go check this episode out. It was pretty good, man. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Let me know what you think. Can you and your woman hang out with her ex and it be okay? It's going to be cool? Huh? Or do you believe it's always going to be clash of dominance that's going to be going on? Especially if she look good, okay? Especially if she look good. Let's get some more of this.
Exactly. That's how I am
Breaking
on
up
that
ain't
too.
natural. Breaking up is not in,
Everybody move on.
It ain't natural. It's not supposed to happen. So
Right.
when
Different
when
if you have to-
do it, it's always some hidden shit, right? And the hidden shit is dormant when y'all leave each other. But once you get around a motherfucker, like for instance, you got your new girl around your old girl, and you check your new girl, and your old girl say some shit to your
Well,
new
he
girl.
didn't. He used to like that. You know.
Can your
like that
woman,
drink before.
Craig, can your woman
Imagine that.
quote?
See, I just talked about it. See, Craig is on there. I just talked about it. But let's listen to what Corey about to say.
At least 3 times things that her ex taught her to you. What's her name taught me to do this? Can that happen?
No, that's some code. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's just doing too much.
That's a deadly game. Man.
Yeah.
It is.
Especially if you heard the niggas who used to fuck on her and be over her being around you and her at the same time. That's something bound to happen, bro.
Yeah.
Something's right. Like I said, something's bound to happen because when you get 2 dominant people together, something is going to cause them to clash. Okay? It's going to be a clash of the titans, especially if they both masculine. And more than likely, her ex is going to be masculine because she's with you if you're masculine. You understand me? And like he said, somebody going to try the other person because there's going to be clashing of the titans to see who got the most sway over this woman. Like I said, her ex may not want her. He may got somebody that's better, 10 times better than her, look 10 times better than her, that make him feel 10 times better than her. But at the same time, in his mind, there's something wicked about male nature. He's going to say, okay, they hanging around me. Let me see. Let me see if I can sneak this some more. Let me see if I can one-up him. That's just in male nature. That's just in male nature, okay? And I know what I'm talking about because with my wife, I was playing, I told her, I said, listen, you can have your ex around. I said, matter of fact, I want you to bring your ex around so I can make fun of them, so I can do this to them, so I can make them feel this type of way because I'm very secure in myself. And I know I have a dominant personality. I know I have a dominant spirit on top of being in the truth and, on top of the Most High anointing upon my life. So that's a different topic all that said. But I said, yeah, do it. And she like, no, because I know how you is. It's going to be something, right? You going to go too far. Right? Why? Because I understand. And she understood it. She understood like, oh, no, it's going to be some. Why? Because there's always going to be clashing of the titans. Okay? And more than likely, the more dominant person, the more person that's powerful is going to come out on the top. And he's going to do something to make sure he come out on the top. It has nothing to do with insecurity. Understand that. It has nothing to do with insecurity because a lot of women are going to say, you don't want to hang around my ex because no, it's not. Insecurity have nothing to do with it. It have to do with that dominating spirit within male nature that want to make sure he's at the top. So that's why when you look at lion prides, that lion going to make sure he keep all other dominant lions away and he will fight to the death to make sure that so no other male lions coming into his pride trying to sway, trying to convince, trying to manipulate, or even trying to sleep with the lioness. This is nature.
Is bound because the whole reason she with the new nigga is because she felt like she could do better.
go.
So there's going to be some aura of superiority at some point that she or he tries to establish, and it's going to be discreet, but it's going to be something they do to try to place you below them. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On The Color Purple, which I felt like was a shitty movie, but
Really?
the lady who was the singer, Danny Glover and her ex was laughing and joking at the table, talking about it. But I had her like this, and all like that. Do you think there is a level of do you think people are not mature enough at this stage of the game to communicate with the ex. Would that be it? Or is it, no, that ain't it? I don't know.
No, that's not it. You see, communicating with someone ex and hanging out with somebody ex is totally different. Two different things, right? For instance, you may have to communicate with the ex and say, so-and-so, this and that, and other, can you help me out? Or I need to come by and do this because so-and-so said this. That's different. That's communication. But when you going out saying to your woman ex, come on, let's go out. We about to go out to the club tonight. Come on, let's hang out. Or, man, we throwing a party tonight. Come on over. Or we having a get together. Come on over. And y'all chilling and hanging out. Craig Fax is right on this one, okay? And I don't too much agree with a lot of stuff he said. He's right on this. Something going to end up happening where somebody gonna need or feel the need to prove their superiority over that woman, okay? So hanging out and communicating is totally different. Yes, you have to be mature to have communication, right? Because maturity is part of communication. You can't properly communicate if you're not mature. But hanging out
with somebody, yeah, my bad.
hanging out with somebody, right, and communicating with somebody is totally different. Let's get some more.
I'm trying to pick y'all brain.
Yeah, I mean, it just
it
depends
depends
on the
people.
situation, man. I'm
Exactly,
telling you.
Yep.
When you're 55 plus, y'all category, I mean, I don't.
And it depends on how.
You got something there too.
It's
And
a
it depends
whole-
on how everybody treated each other after the split.
And he's right, okay? Craig Fax said something he may not understood what he was saying, but he's right. When you get to Corey Holcomb age, a lot of stuff don't matter. You're just happy to be alive. So you're able to do what you probably would not do when you're younger. See, when you're young, when you're in your 30s, when you're in your 20s, even in your 40s, what you got going on? You still have testosterone going on, okay? Your libido is still very active, okay? And I know it may be different for a lot of men now because of all the food and trash and poison and all of this chemicals they put in the food and people not eating according to the dietary law and whatnot, eating all the trash. So I know a lot of men, even in their 30s, they got to turn to Viagra, they got to turn to the blue chew pill and all this different bullshit. So I get it. But in reality, we're just dealing with reality on a straight and narrow way. When you're in your 20s, when you're in your 30s, when you're in your 40s, testosterone is still high. And that's that part of man, that part of male nature that makes him want to compete. Testosterone, the higher your testosterone is, the more you're going to have a competitive spirit. A lot of people don't talk about this, okay? That's why you see people who got low testosterone, they tend to be feminine, effeminate. Okay, they tend to be a little girly because their testosterone is low. Okay, their voice be a little girly, they be a little shaky, they be a little timid. But when your testosterone is high, you're gonna have a high competing spirit, right? So Craig is right. You know, when you get older, your testosterone starts to decrease, and unless you start caring about a lot of things, you just happy with being alive. But when you're young trying to do it, oh no, that competitive spirit gonna be high.
It's
I mean,
different.
People respect
No, I'm not
one another.
talking about like somebody you mess with and then you leave your ex to be with him. See, that's an insincere thing.
That's yeah, but that's
I'm
what I'm saying.
talking
It
about-
depends. That's what,
You start messing with somebody and somebody who they used to be with, are they allowed still in the picture?
What the fuck do they
I
need
know.
to be there
Thank
for? What do
you.
you? What
See,
do
I'm on
you?
that- yeah.
Like the Color Purple scenario, old girl was a slut. She was
Yes.
a
And
it's a matter of
prostitute,
time that's-
basically.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's
So
a matter of time
yeah,
that
that's
something's
different.
going to come out.
Yeah, but like my broad, like this is my broad.
Your girlfriend,
Now, yeah.
Yeah. No.
one of her exes is still around. Is this a problem?
It's a problem.
Unless you're pimping, it ain't going down.
It's a problem, and I feel like she tested.
Pimping has something to do
Don
with it.
smokes it.
Pimping?
Unless you pimping, it ain't going down. Okay.
Unless you pimping, it ain't going down.
What did I say? I don't have exes. I don't know them.
Somebody say, I don't have exes. I don't know
for
the
a reason.
bitches.
I agree. So
Well, it's her
Ex-
choice,
ex-
though. I'm not.
I
I'm
agree.
not about to be stomped down on
That's
a
what I'm
bitch
saying,
about what
yeah.
this nigga doing here. Man, what the fuck? I'm
Yeah.
not doing that with nobody.
That's what I'm
Bitch,
saying,
you
yeah.
got him here. That's all I need to know.
When I used
You
to
know what I'm
live-
saying? That's your resignation. You put in your 2-week notice. I'm not.
Craig funny. He said, if you got your ex around, bitch, you done put in your 2 weeks resignation. Hey, that's funny.
Get loud, be screaming, emotional, or nah, nigga, more than 2 wives, and she think you're a bitch.
Now, I know
ass
in this day and time, you got a lot of women thinking, okay, that they are more sexually active than men. They are more horny than men. That's the stupidest thing I heard. Yes, a lot of women's horny, but most of the time, a lot of women that's horny, I hate to say this, most of the time, a lot of women that's horny into sex, I'm just telling you off my experience, because like I said, I've done that for a lot of women. The women that tend to be horny, okay, and all sexually active and want to do all these, they have been ran through. They've been ran through. Most of the time, when you're dealing with a woman who ain't been ran through, her numbers is low, you have to bring it out of her. Hear me what I'm saying? You got to bring that activeness sexually, that sexual charge, you have to bring it out of her because she have not been experienced or she have not been ran through. And you can use her and teach her and, explore a lot of different sexual activity with her, and she'll begin to be imprinted by you because you brought that out of her. But a lot of times these women you see on these different celebrity shows and these different podcasts and these different reality shows, and they all sexually charged. I'm telling you, man, a vast majority of them are hoes and sluts. That's why they so horny. That's why they so sexually active. But a woman who haven't been ran through, hear me, trust me, she's not sexually active like that. And if she is a freak, you'll never know it until you get in the sack with her because she's not used to that. These women that talk that freaky talk sex talk, all their podcasts, their shows, and whatever they doing is always built around sex. That's a sure sign, especially according to the Bible, that's a sure sign that she's a damn fucking whore. A lot of you guys don't picked up on this. And this is why women be wondering why I get this type of treatment. Why they going off of your action. They going off the energy that you assume out in the universe. And the universe don't do nothing but pull these demons into your vicinity because that's who you are. Okay? That's who you are. And then when a man that's in the truth or a man that's walking in some type of standard with some type of morale, with some type of principle, he come into your life and say, baby, you shouldn't be doing this, or baby, you shouldn't do that. You have the audacity to say he's insecure or he's not confident. No. He know how a woman supposed to behave herself. Okay? But a woman can never be as horny. A woman can never be as sexually active than a man. It's impossible because man testosterone put him over the edge when it comes to that. Right? That's why man is able to go sleep around and and, get one nut off and go to the next woman and get back up like that and get it and just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. Yeah, women, we understand you can lay there all day and get pumped all day, but eventually you're going to get tired of it. Eventually you're going to get tired of it because your lips down on it and your box going to get sore, your inside going to get sore, you're going to get tired of it. But man, no, as long as he can keep going and going and going and he'll leave, he done have sex with you 8 times and leave the house and go to another woman and have sex with her 3 times. And why? Because testosterone, that's how testosterone operates. That's why he's able to have multiple women. Huh? Because not only testosterone give him the ability to go keep having sex with all different women within a day, but testosterone keep him from getting emotionally connected to a woman. That's why women, when you have sex, emotions start getting involved. Not with a man. A man can say, I'm going to have sex with her and don't get him, because testosterone keep him from allowing himself to pair bond with that woman because he just got that feeling off.
Why you
More than
doing
two what?
You give a bitch more than 2 wives. And check her. Why you do this? And why would you? And then why? And then why? Nigga,
then
she think you a bitch.
Wait, though, and then
That voice is.
But why?
wait.
But why would you?
They say Craig dressed like a Jurassic Park
Craig is
officer.
right, man.
He's
Listen,
These motherfuckers stupid.
Bitch get one.
let him finish that.
Why for me?
And like over
You're
here,
Get one why. Listen, if you with a woman, you constantly gotta ask why. You in trouble. Watch this. The reason why you in trouble, because as a man, you should never be asking a woman why all the time. You ought to be giving commands, right? And if she don't do what you tell her to do, okay, right? If she don't do what you tell her to do, it's no why. It's since you didn't do this, this is what have to happen. Since you didn't do this, this is what have to occur. Since you didn't do this, this is where I have to put you. Not know why you didn't do this. No, I don't need to know the why. I see what you did. So you disregard. So yeah, Craig is right. Don't be asking no woman why. Why you do this? Why you ain't listening to this? Why? No.
Why are you still here?
and me and Craig just made it. Me and Craig just made a point too. It's a matter of time before.
Somebody say how many ways you gonna ask the same question. Hey, motherfucker.
You know what?
If I do different, you won't watch. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Oh shit! See, he's being himself. We were just talking, saying it's a matter of time where somebody might start feeling in some sort of way, and then go like, "Look, can you imagine if we were at a family function or even just a party or restaurant, and your girl fixed the plate? Be like, wait a second, that ain't right. Corey don't like his plate like that. And next thing you know, because they're so next time, well, let me redo that. That's not how he don't like his plate like that, girl. You know, like all it takes is one smart ass look and be like, hold on, does she just? That ain't your man no more. Like, see, you never know. Like, you asking for it at some moment, something like that might come into play. And it
I
seems
believe
harmless. Seems like, but
if I was around my son's mother, I would be very respectful to her husband.
If y'all think Corey is telling the truth right here, y'all are delusional. Corey, he can talk all that. I will be respectful. This guy's not going to be respectful, okay? Especially if you listen to how he is on his podcast, you listen to him how he is in his stand-up, you know, his comedy, right? And I give kudos to him. My personal humble opinion, I think he's the best male comedian right now. That's my opinion, okay? But when you listen to his comedy and you listen to him on his podcast, this is a straight up a lot coming out of his mouth. He talk about, I will be respectful around my child. Yeah, right, man. Baloney.
But
not a but.
I would probably still be smashing.
See?
Oh my God! See, well, there you go.
I'm just keeping it real. I would have probably still, you know, when we could sneak away, we sneak away when, you know, he's not looking, we probably would have still been at intimate days. That's
Why?
what.
Because he only proving the point, what I touched on earlier. When you got two men in the same place, the woman's new man and her ex, eventually that ex is going to try that woman. Even though he may not want her, even though he may have somebody that's 10 times better than her, he's still going to try that woman because he's going to want to feel the need. Can I get her? I want to see, can I take her from him? He act like he all this, he think he all this. Let me see. Right? It's going to happen. It's going to be clashes of the titans. Let me see if she still listens to me. And they going to be doing a little sly stuff. This is how men do little stuff. Hey, you remember? When they go to talk about, hey, you remember? That's him discreetly trying to see if he got pulled, if he got sway over her. Huh? Or he going to try to do it in a slide like, man, you know, just going to say the new boyfriend name is Peter. He going to be like, man, Peter, man, I remember we went on the trip. She was acting like this. He want to see how that woman going to react. If that woman going to be like, no, we ain't not talking about that, you know. You've been disrespectful. We're not going to talk about that. That's in the past. Or he going to see if she's going to start laughing and want to go to talk about it. Why? Because if he can get her to laughing and go to talk about it, now he got a little connection where he can start taking an inch, and that thing, you know, he taking a mile, and that thing, you know, he got sway over your woman because she didn't put it in check. That's how men operate, man. I'm trying to put you up on game.
I believe. That's not what happened, but that's what I believe.
But anyway, man, go check this out, man. Following Alley Cats, Curry Holcomb 5150 show. All right, peace.